Hello everyone, my name is PolishLynx and welcome back in Depression Quest. In the previous episode, we gave up having sex with girlfriend, which actually was not our choice. Actually, the game made us do that, which for sure did not work good. Maybe our guy would feel a little less depressed if that would be possible, but let's move on. It's a little past 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night. You're at your computer, frustration levels peaked, rubbing your eyes and sighing heavily. You're working on a project for a job that has you stretch to wits' end trying to meet a looming deadline, and as it looks closer and closer, you are seriously doubting your ability to get it done. You've dragged in your feet a little at work due to your complete lack of energy lately. In spite of wanting to do a good job, you find yourself unable to push past it and feel horribly useless for it. You slide your hands off your face to look at your screen as it beeps at you. Attic. Hey, are you there? I really need to talk to someone about something. You feel like you're getting nowhere with your current task and could probably use a break. However, you know that you have a history of getting distracted and losing motivation to pick something back up again afterward. What do you do? Multitask would not be actually a good option. Telling Bezina, try to get, don't answer. That wouldn't be nice actually. This guy wanted to help you. He actually helped you by finding a doctor, so let's answer. You are feeling like you've hit a brick wall with your task, so why not take a break and help out a friend? Hey, what's up? Oh, good, you're there. I just found out I got cheated on. I don't know what to do. Oh no, that's horrible. That's not a help. The two of you talk for a long time and you lend a shoulder to your friend. You give him space to run, to cry, and most importantly, to be able to voice his inner turmoil. You give him your full attention and talk him through what his options are for what he does next. You kick him from doing something rash, and the two of you decide it's best for him to sleep on it before doing anything. Exhausted, he departs for bed and thanks you for being there to talk with him. As you close the I am window, you feel horribly sorry for a friend, but happy that you are able to help. It serves as a tangible reminder to you that you're capable of being useful to someone instead of solely being a mess that needs everyone else's help. You boot up to your work project and find that you're suddenly able to get some solid progress done on it night. Well, that's good. That's good. Finally, some good news. It's yet another sleepless Thursday night. You're at Alex's apartment, wide awake in bed, and she's sleeping peacefully beside you. She fell asleep hours ago and you've been like her here, unable to shut your brain up long enough to fall asleep. You've added the feelings of insecurity about your relationship to the rest of the noise in your head keeping you up tonight. It was kind of a tense night between the two of you. You arrived after a stressful day at work, and as you made dinner together you barely said a word. You were stuck in your own head and had a hard time really being present with her as your thoughts turn to all of the ways you feel like you're deficient at being a good person and beating yourself up eventually for each one. She told you she could tell you where in one of your moods and said that she wouldn't push you but missed talking to you as the two of you sat on the couch together. You wanted to tell her how much you love her, but you couldn't make the words come out right and ended up sounding defensive instead. Oh man, that's bad. As you lay there next to her now, you trace your fingers across her arm just slightly enough to not wake her. You still haven't explained your depression to her, and it's starting to feel more and more like a secret you're keeping instead of something she simply doesn't know about you yet. It's becoming more and more apparent, but it's impacting your relationship with her, and you feel guilty about it. However, you're also terrified that if she knew exactly how fucked up you are, that she would leave you. You already worry that she's only with you because she doesn't realize how terrible of a person you are not yet, and you're afraid that this would be the final thing to expose you. She stirs in her sleep and squints as she opens her eyes. With the confusion that comes with waking up, she asks if you're awake and then if everything's okay. Open up to her with ease. Tell her about the situation. Tell her it's nothing. Okay, we are telling her about the situation. This will be too long. I have to tell her. You feel like a jerk for accidentally working her up, but you're afraid if you put this off any longer that you won't find the strength to tell her everything later. No, actually everything isn't okay. Can I tell you something important? Alex sits up, rubbing the sleep out of her eyes. For the rest of the night you lay side by side, holding hands as you tell her everything. You tell her how it's more than just feeling sad sometimes, how you feel trapped by your own mind sometimes, how sometimes you feel nothing at all and how you can shake it off. She listens the entire time, occasionally asking questions about how this or that works or asking you to explain something further. She squeezes your hand and tells you she understands and that she's sad you didn't tell her sooner. After lying silent for a moment, the weight of what you did hits you. You desperately want her to say something, to tell you how she's feeling about all of this, but you're too afraid of what the answer would be to ask. You start convincing yourself that now that she knows everything, she's going to leave. There's no way someone could deal with how you really are. So, how can I help? What do you need me to do? She asks. You think for a second and then the answer you come up with fills you with despair. I honestly don't know. I knew how to fix this, but I don't know that you can do anything. I think it's something I just have to live with. God damn it, you have the doctor. She looks at you with some eyes before kissing on her. But I will with you. I don't know how you could possibly love me. She lolls over and wraps her arms around your neck, settling her head on top of yours. You don't need to, just know that I do. Oh man. It's a Friday night and you are laying across your bed feeling pathetic. As you were leaving work tonight, a group of coworkers asked if you wanted to join them for drinks. Feeling antisocial and put on the spot, you declined. You have a habit of doing this. You are often so convinced that you are weird and terrible, and that any invitation to hang out will end in disappointment for those inviting you. You never feel like you know how to act in group outings, and you feel like a total creep since it seems to come so naturally to anyone who isn't you. You find yourself petrified of breaking some unknown social rule that you don't often go out. Now, however, you find yourself alone at home. Your brain has begun telling you how pathetic and sad you are for being unable to just be a normal person and go out with nice people. You can't figure out why you can't just go out and meet people and enjoy yourself. At the same time, you're also feeling like no one would possibly want you to hang out with. They really knew you because you're a dull and weird anyway. You try your typical strategy and boot up Netflix to distract yourself from these feelings. But frustrations with your pills and you realize you have to do something else with your night, anything else to take your mind off how off and old you feel right now. What do you do? Going to them would be a good idea. Attic would be a very good idea. Calling Alex to drink. No, you will not drink. That will make him even more depressed. Go out somewhere alone. No, play with your cat. Yes, I think I will go with that. Nights like this, you're very glad you made the call to become a cat owner. Feel too socially burnt out to interact with other people. You go find your cat. You get her to chase a laser pointer for a solid 30 minutes before she tires herself out. She pats over to you and collapses in a heap in your lap, purring loudly. Though initially she hated being picked up, you carry her to the computer desk with you and she doesn't object. Setting her down in your lap, you comfortably soothe her for a while before heading to bed. Having her here with you has a calming effect and makes you feel a lot less alone. Thank you! Thank you! Finally! That was a good choice! It's a cold Saturday afternoon. You just arrived at Alex's apartment and you're happy to finally see her after a week of absence due to your schedules not lining up due to work and school. You hug her in the rolly, but she breaks away sooner than normal and stands on the couch as you take off your sneakers and lay them in the usual place right next to hers. There is something I was hoping we could talk about actually, she says. You feel anxious at hearing those words and move to take a seat on the couch. Your heart starts to race. Is this one of those we need to talk situations? Has she finally had enough of your baggage? Did the week apart make her realize how much better things are without you? She sits down across from you on the couch and you can tell by the look on her face that she is looking forward to saying what she's about to, and you feel your grip tighten on the couch cushion. So, she starts. She breaks eye contact and takes a deep breath which spikes your anxiety. Things with us have felt kind of weird lately. It's like you've been really distant and I'm not sure how to take it. I guess I just want to make sure you wanna do this she noticed you gripping the couch. I know you have difficulties with your situations. She looks at your face, seemingly searching. I don't know how much has to do with it, or if it has to do with me, or I just want to know where we stand. She looks at your uncertainty, and you can practically see the knot of pain in her chest. You try to rein in your knee-jerk reaction to run, unsure of what to say to that. Your mind races. You know you have to choose your next words carefully. Though the self-depreciation rages in your mind, you try to think through it. You try to sort out what you really want to do here. A myriad of feelings is boiling inside you. Which one do you listen to? What do you do? Yeah, still want this. Say what you can do. Make the step. Yes, there has been distance. Seriously, why just can't you go to the doctor? And things for her own good, you cannot make her happy. Well, that's what I said actually. It's not about your own happiness, it's about happiness of other person. You still want to say whatever you can to make her stay, but move in. Actually, she told us that she is in love. I don't know if she's happy. But saying whatever would be a good idea. That's okay. Start moving. Okay, I'm asking about moving in. I know, maybe that's a bad idea, but whatever. You look at Alex's face and you feel your heart break. You've never meant to hurt her and you are torn up that you caused her pain. You can't help but feel like you've let her down and you want to fix it. You desperately want this relationship to continue to be stronger. It's one of the few good things in your life and you feel like you owe her so much for helping you as much as she has. You are not sure how to solve things other than to literally move the distance. Let's move in together, you tell her. Matter of factly, it will bring us back together. We could fall asleep together every night or connect with each other. You are really worried that if Alex were to live with you, she wouldn't be able to deal with your days of being unable to get out of bed or nights where you can do nothing but stare at the wall and panic. However, you are too afraid of losing her to deal with that right now. You want to show her that you are serious about the two of you. Maybe I can use this as a reason to finally get my act together, you think to yourself. Maybe having her around will keep me from being so depressed so often. I'm not sure what to say. This is all so sudden. She thinks really hard for a minute. Sure, we could try it, but we'll have to figure out logistics, and I have to interrupt her with a tight hug, which she seems intense but loosens up to. We both recommit to making things work between the two of you, and get exciting while talking about what could be soon. You're tremendously relieved and can't wait to live together. The first few weeks feel amazing, but you quickly find that your choice was not a wise one, of course. Trying to hide your struggles with your condition from your partner becomes more and more impossible, and you find that you lack many resources to properly deal with the situation that arises as a result. Due to the lack of communication, she starts feeling like it's her fault, and a wedge is driven between the two of you. This fact is fuel for your illness and becomes another aspect of your life that you berate yourself for. Despite sleeping in the same bed, she feels further away than ever before. It becomes clear that this didn't fix any of the relationship's problems, and it deteriorates far enough that she moves back out soon after moving in. The reality hits you over the next few days, and you spiral into a very deep low. You withdraw entirely and outside of work. Your only interaction with another living creature is with your cat. You hardly leave your apartment despite it practically haunting you with memories of the last few weeks of your time with her. You can't stop replaying the failures you made with her over and over in your head, wondering what could have been if you weren't such a fuck up. It's going to take you a long time to get over here. Well, I didn't follow my actual thoughts. What can you do? Breaking up would be probably better for her. She is not happy with us. Okay. The only thing now is to end this episode. And I see you in the next one. Bye.